Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Urvashi and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the fourth house in your birth chart, and I'm going to be talking about this house with respect to Lal Kitab. Lal Kitab is another branch in astrology, and I'm also going to be talking about Vastu with respect to the fourth house in your birth chart. What is Vastu? Vastu is the science of architecture. Like astrology is the science of the stars, of what your birth chart looks like and what it says. Similarly, Vastu is the science of construction or architecture as laid down by the ancients. So this is also coming from the ancient books, the classics, and I will be correlating here the fourth house with your home, the direction of your home that is connected to the fourth house of your chart, and how are they responding to each other, or how are they connected. And I will also be talking about this with respect to your health and the various health issues connected to this house, and I will be talking about the remedies connected to the fourth house with respect to your home and with respect to the chart. So what is the fourth house? I have already made 3 videos in this series. I've done the first, the second, the third house, and each time I've told you that in Lal Kitab, the first house is always a sign of Aries. Lal Kitab always sees the chart as the natural zodiac. So the first is always Aries, the second is always Taurus, the third is Gemini, the fourth is Cancer. So here we're talking about the fourth house, the sign of Cancer. Moon rules the sign, and also according to Lal Kitab, Moon is the natural significator of the fourth house. Jupiter exalts here, Mars debilitates here. So the main planet that we will see for the fourth house is the Moon. The condition of the Moon and the condition of the fourth house, the planets posited in the fourth house and the condition of the Moon together will tell us about the fourth house, things related to the fourth house. What is the fourth house? The fourth house is your happiness. What is inside you? Your chest. Physically it's your chest, and your heart is there, in the fourth house. And the heart is also your happiness, your emotions, your peace of mind, your home, the place you go and relax. After the entire day's work, you go home for peace. That is what this fourth house is. Your mother. Your mother is somebody who comforts you no matter what. No matter what the condition, you can always fall back on your mother. Similarly, no matter what the situation, we always want to go back home to to that area which gives us peace. And if the fourth house is disturbed, then sometimes the will to go on also ends. If the fourth house is good, if there is peace and happiness inside, then you want to explore life in a bigger way. You want to learn more, you want to evolve more, you are happier, you want to grow. But if the fourth house is afflicted, if the Moon is afflicted, if there is no peace inside, if there is no comfort, no safe zone for you, then sometimes the will to go on in life also finishes. So in suicide cases, the fourth house becomes very important. The Moon's condition is the worst in the 8th house, because the 8th house is the natural sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is deep down, hidden, stagnating waters, still waters, hidden, which is very, very hidden. And the Moon is emotions, it's happiness and it's peace. The Moon is nurturing, sharing, caring. It doesn't want to be deep down, hidden, in some stagnating water. That would just mean that your emotions are hidden somewhere deep down, that there is some emotional turmoil that you're going through. So that is the worst position for Moon. Then if you have a Moon in the 8th house, it means the 4th house is disturbed, your peace of mind is disturbed. So Also see the condition of the fourth house. If you have benefics, friends of the moon, let's suppose you have Jupiter in the fourth house, then naturally the fourth house's condition is improved to quite an extent. So moon, Mars, Jupiter and sun are friends. So friends of the moon are welcome in the fourth house. But remember, Mars debilitates here. Mars will not give a very beneficial effect in the fourth house. It's Agni, it's fire, and the fourth house is like a river. A river, a ocean, something that is flowing, something that is not stagnating, something that is flowing, and it represents the water element. And if you have a planet like Mars there's too much fire in the emotions, there's too much fire at home, there can be disturbance, there can be aggression, there can be restlessness, there can be stress, strife, fighting between brothers, because Mars is the natural significator of the third house. Third house is siblings. And if that planet comes in the fourth house and debilitates, it means there could be stress between siblings, and there could be a lot of aggression in the heart, a lot of disturbance in the heart. Similarly, sun too is not the best position to have in the fourth house. The sun, since it's a friend of the moon, the fourth house is all about where you spend your money, how do you enjoy. Fourth house is your comfort. We all like to spend money on our comfort. We all love to spend money at home. If you buy a luxury item for yourself, that is the fourth house. You are, bringing in some luxury at home. And so you feel happy. The mind is happy. The mind is comforted. So the sun here in the house of luxuries, enjoyment, spending, the sun brings light to this house, so you will make wealth, you will hoard wealth, you will make properties, but you may not be able to enjoy all that, because sun is fire and this is a house of water. Enjoyment, happiness, comfort and peace is the water element. Sun, Mars, this is fire element. Fire is for ambition. It's not for enjoyment and relaxation. So even though ambition will be high and such a person will do well, in their career, they'll do well, make a lot of wealth, but they probably will not get to enjoy that wealth. People will look at them and see them as successful people. So they will come across as successful people. Somebody who knows how to make money, somebody who knows how to go after his dreams of creating luxury for themselves, but somebody who doesn't get to enjoy all that. There's too much running around. So the fourth house is disturbed if you have a fiery planet here. Rahu Ketu in the fourth house, again not the best place. But remember, none of these planets, Rahu Ketu especially, will not disturb the fourth house completely. If the moon is well posited, then the fourth house is saved to quite an extent. One malefic in the fourth house will not disturb it to that extent. Two malefics, then it's very disturbing. Two malefics and moon also afflicted, then it's not a good situation. But a single malefic will not disturb, because this is the house of the mother. None of the planets want to go back to their mother and disturb that home. So if you have a Saturn in the fourth house, or a Rahu or a Ketu in the fourth house, rest assured, all's not finished. They have come to the house of the mother. They will not disturb that house unless there are two malefics or there are two planets and the moon is also disturbed. Then there is disturbance. The fourth house or moon is also about, all the luxuries and comforts in our life. Your clothes, moon is clothes. Moon is food, the food you eat. If you look at the very rich people, you will see they like to pamper their taste buds. They like to eat the finest of foods. It's not like they'll eat the barest minimum things that are available to them. They'll get the finest, the rarest dishes made for themselves. They'll have the best of cooks who will be cooking the best of dishes for them. And they'll wear the nicest clothes, the nicest cottons or the nicest silks. For them, their comfort their taste buds, pampering themselves, pampering their taste buds is very important. That is what the moon is. Always remember to pamper your taste buds. But here the question arises, what if we eat too many sweets? Greed will always make us suffer. Greed is like, it's a weakness. Moon is not about such weaknesses. Moon is about nurturing. So if you have the craving to eat something sweet, it means the body requires that thing, whatever it could be. It could be a jalebi, it could be a pastry, it could be a cake, whatever. It could be a chocolate. As long as you're not being greedy, as long as you're having that much of a portion and you've satisfied your taste buds and you've satisfied, and you'll let it be. So if you're being greedy and indulging too much, then it will impact your health. So it's important to keep your taste buds happy. It's important to wear nice clothes, because then you're keeping your moon happy. Your moon is healthy. The 4th house is good. But if you're wearing torn clothes, then you're spoiling your moon. You're spoiling your 4th house. If you're eating bad, stale food is Rahu, then you're encouraging Rahu. If you're not cooking, it's better to have, little food, but have fresh food. It's better not to have packaged food. Freshly cooked food is the best. Rice, milk is for moon. All kinds of juices, liquids are for moon. So add some rice to your daily diet. Add some milk to your daily diet. Have lots of fluids. And remember, fresh food, very important. Remember, pampering your taste buds, very important. Eat the finest, eat the best. Have a small portion of it, but eat the best. Clothes, remember not to compromise. Here I'm not talking about brands. Don't go for, the most expensive, Nike t-shirts or whatever the brands are. I'm not even into brands myself at all. But go for the best quality cotton or the best quality silk or the best quality whatever you wear. It should be a feel-good factor. It should not be about others. It should not be about, showing. It should not be about your image. It should be about feeling good about yourself, feeling comfortable and feeling good, feeling happy about yourself. If the 4th house is afflicted, the person will dress for an image. If the 4th house is strong, the person will dress for their happiness and their comfort. So remember to dress for your happiness, comfort. Do not compromise. Never wear torn clothes. Never compromise with your food. And see, if you're having a lot of cola, let's suppose, a lot of black drinks. Moon is water, black is Saturn. Saturn is black. So here we are activating the 8th house a lot. It's like, having moon in the 8th house. Instead having milk, white, it's a white drink, you're activating the 4th house. You're putting your moon in the 4th house. Having rice with your hands somehow, kind of is a feel-good factor. So this is how you improve your moon. This is how you improve your 4th house. And how is it connected to Vastu? The northeast direction of your home is the 4th house. The northeast direction has to be the lowest. The wall in the northeast direction should be the lowest. You can have an underground basement, you can have underground water storage or anything, but never have an overhead storage, because then the level of northeast increases. So having a water tank overhead is an absolute no. Having a cut in the northeast is an absolute no. Having a toilet in the northeast is an absolute no. You can have a bathroom but not a toilet seat. The northeast, remember, the 4th house is where Jupiter exalts. Jupiter is the natural significator of the 2nd house of wealth, 11th house of wealth, 9th house of fortune, and exalts in the 4th house. So you cannot have a toilet there. This house, the fourth house, shows your wealth. How wealthy are you? If you have Jupiter in the fourth house, then less of effort, more of gains. Of course, there are so many things to see in a chart, but let's suppose everything else is supportive. Jupiter in the fourth house, the person will work less, gain more. The person's father will be a person of status and position, will have high contacts. So great to have Jupiter in the fourth house. And Jupiter rules the northeast direction. So if you have a toilet there, you're spoiling that Jupiter. You're spoiling the northeast, you're spoiling the fourth house of your home. So all the wealth, all the blessings of Jupiter are reduced. Keep the northeast light, clear. Do not use heavy furniture on the northeast side. In every room, make sure the northeast side is light. There are lots of windows, lots of doors. You can have a water body. You can use a small, indoor kind of a water body, a fountain or whatever inside. On the outside, in the garden also, you can have a fountain. And like I said, underground water bodies, underground basements are welcome. Overhead, not at all. And this is also, the northeast is also for spirituality. If you have a temple, if you're keeping some sacred books at home, keep them on the northeast side. The more you enhance this side positively, the greater will be the blessings at home. And in my previous video, I also mentioned the southwest northeast is one axis. If this axis is disturbed, your abundance, prosperity, especially the northeast area, if it is disturbed, if it is too heavy, if it is closed, if you're cluttering that area, if there is a cut in the northeast, then abundance, prosperity will not be there. The blessings will not be there. That will be missing. And this diagonal southwest northeast is the throat and the chest. So problems related to kapha dosh, cough, congestion of the lungs, bronchitis, such kind of problems can be there. Sinus and such problems can be there. Heart issues can be there. And if you in the northeast of your home, if you have a small temple, if you keep the scriptures, holy books there, then you are bringing Jupiter into the fourth house. And bringing Jupiter in the fourth house, like I just said, Jupiter exalts in the natural sign of Cancer, and abundance and prosperity will be there for you. Keep it light, keep it clean. One more thing, if you have Rahu, let's suppose in the fourth house, and which is not good, which means that you will have a lot of clutter at home. In your clothes, you would be also untidy. Your house would be, having your clothes lying around here and there. It'll be quite untidy. And Rahu is also an elephant. And Mars is the person who controls the elephant. So Mars is also fire. So if you can sit in the kitchen and have your food there, you are controlling that elephant. Rahu is the elephant. Remember, if you have Rahu in the fourth house, even in the annual horoscope, the annual chart, whichever year you have Rahu in the fourth house, that year you can go and sit in the kitchen near the fire and have your food, because Mars, Agni, is the person that controls the elephant. And so the negative effects of Rahu will not be felt so much that year. And if you have it in your natal chart, then you can do this more often, just sit in the kitchen and have your food. So in that case, food, like I said, is the fourth house. Food is moon. So then you're fulfilling those conditions, and Rahu is being controlled. So these are some of the remedies that you can use. Wear lots of white. Clothes are moon. White is for moon. Wear lots of white. Light colors. Yellow is Jupiter. Green is Mercury. Mercury is also great in the fourth house. Will give you lots of talents, abilities to earn money, to earn all the comforts that you want to bring home. So white, green, yellow, orange, these are good colors to wear. Black is again Saturn, and so bringing Saturn in the 4th house is not the best thing, you know. That is why nowadays I feel in the corporate sector, corporates wear a lot of black, and so you know, there's a lot of depression also in that circle. I've seen that personally. So wear less of black, wear more of these colors. That way you're encouraging moon in the 4th house, or all these benefits in the 4th house, and you will get the proper vibrations that you need at home. Similarly, at home, northeast direction, do not keep the kitchen there, do not keep a toilet there. Bathroom is okay, especially exactly on the diagonal, you know, northeast, southwest. A temple there, a water body there, any kind of water there, keeping water out on the balcony for birds, changing that water every day. That ways you will bring in a lot of abundance and prosperity into your home. So I will now be seeing you in the next video with the 5th house and things related to the 5th house. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.